We're back. Great taste of Manitoba. Manitoba mushrooms always in season. And Heather Deibert, you are here. Our next recipe, if you've been tasked with the responsibility of bringing like a barrel of salad to a potluck or something, and you want to do a make-ahead recipe, Heather to the rescue.
Yes.
So what are we starting with today?
Okay, this is a wonderful recipe. Again, make ahead, available, everything's available all season. We're going to start with just sort of the pasta part or the starch part of this recipe, and it's actually couscous.
Okay, couscous. Can you talk a little bit about couscous?
Yeah, couscous is durum semolina, which is used to make flour or to make pasta.
Right.
And this is actually the smallest pasta.
Yes, yeah, so there's something, for some reason I always thought that it was, you know, its own sort of thing, but it is a pasta.
It is a pasta, and it's, the type that we buy is sort of instant, and so basically all you have to do is rehydrate it.
I love this part, because it's like 5 minutes and it's ready to go. You just give it a little stir.
Yep. So we're just gonna pour, it's 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 cup of couscous to 1 cup of water.
Easy to remember.
Give it a little stir. We're gonna let that sit, and we're going to move on. Another little tip.
Yeah, well, and I think you need to open your own store, like Heather's Cool Utensil World or something, because now you've got something else here. You had your mushroom brush. Now, what's this?
Okay, this is actually a mushroom slicer.
Awesome.
Yes, and so again, people have said, you know, it's in the shape of a mushroom. You just open it up, put the little mushroom inside, and if you have to slice a lot of mushrooms, which you would for this recipe, and then you just close it down.
And it makes all the pieces uniform. I mean, sometimes, like even, you know, with because it reminds me of an egg slicer, sometimes things get a little stuck in there, but you've got these beautiful uniform slices.
Perfect for any recipe that uses sliced mushrooms.
So much faster. That is cool. All
Another option
is,
yeah, if you, again, we have these available in the stores, pre-sliced.
Pre-sliced.
People love that for convenience.
Maybe this will be the recipe I make with the pre-sliced package in my refrigerator right this second. Okay.
So easy dressing. We'll just put that together. Some canola oil, a little bit of lemon juice just to give it a bit of zip. Okay, of course some cumin, which is what gives it a really nice, warm, spicy flavor.
Loving up on the cumin.
A bit of fresh garlic, and just a dash or two of Tabasco, depending on how hot people like it. Again,
a bit of brightness,
and
a bit of heat.
That's all you do. That's the dressing.
Okay.
Okay. So
now,
we'll set that aside.
Because I bet what we do now is we take all of this stuff and we put it in the bowl.
Yes, we're going to build the salad. So a mixture of cremini and white.
Do some of that?
Yep, that we have sliced. Okay, so we'll just add that right into the bowl.
Is there any order or just kind of whatever?
It all goes in.
Okay.
So we've got our fresh mushrooms, a can of chickpeas. Again, making this a meal in itself because of the chickpeas for the protein.
Right.
Some nice colored peppers. Again, if it calls for red or green, there's such a variety out there of peppers to use. Some zucchini.
And of course, this is all peak of the market.
All, of course.
Local.
Some green onions. Fresh tomatoes.
Now, I have to try this dish because of the raisins. I'm kind of wondering how that's gonna taste.
Some parsley.
Yep.
And some raisins.
Do you want to touch really quickly on the nutritional benefits of mushrooms?
Yes, they are an excellent source of antioxidant, a great source of B vitamins, potassium, which a lot of people, you know, you get that from bananas, but did you realize you get it from mushrooms as well?
I did not.
Yeah, fiber, and as well, of course, a good source of vitamin D.
Right, and yes, and very, you know, filling, creates this robust, lovely.
And look at the couscous.
Boom, just like that.
Yeah. So you can see that it was just rehydrated, and we're just going to add that as the pasta to our salad.
Okay.
And you can stir it, and then we'll add the dressing.
Okay.
So mix it up a bit, and then we'll add the dressing.
Sounds good. And, you know, again, like, make ahead. It's not like, you know, you can do this a couple of days. How long could you actually let this? You
could make this a day or two ahead.
Okay.
As you know, store it in the fridge, and it actually blends, the flavors blend with the dressing much better.
Sometimes if it's like sits for a little bit, right? It sort of absorbs, especially with mushrooms, because they just slurp all that good flavor up.
And we've already got our dressing made, and you've done a wonderful job of stirring.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to just
I've had some practice as of late.
We're going to toss with the dressing.
Okay. Are we missing anything, or we got it all?
I think
there's some salt and pepper, but
no, we're good.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah, everything is in.
Okay, that's the gist of it there. All right.
Would you like to try some?
I have to try it, and I want to make sure I get some of that raisin and of course a mushroom in there.
Yes.
Lemon.
Yep. The
and with the
cumin
raisin.
comes through, and the sweetness from the raisins.
Absolutely. They're
Yep.
going to love you
Okay.
at the next barbecue party
Yes.
where you need this. Okay. Talking with my mouth full. I am so revved. Cream sauce and mushrooms is like my childhood all over again with a really cool twist.
Yes.
When we come back on Great Tastes of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Enjoy responsibly.